Sneak look in here before we start the next one. I don't know whether we've sneak looked in here before.
I think you have.
Probably. You're going to complete these before you die?
Oh, yes.
Well, you better hurry up.
Where's that scheduled for? Middle of next year?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, here I come. Right.
And I'm on a bit of a roll. This time next week, I think I'll probably be recovering from surgery. I imagine it's going to be Monday morning as far as I can work out. Just on my knee, which is not, that drastic. It's a common operation. Not looking forward to it, but, and I'll do an epidural, which apparently is the best way of doing it. But they will sedate me before they do that, thank heavens. Trouble is, having been a nurse, when I did general training, I spent some time in hot orthopaedic surgery, emergency orthopaedic surgery. I think I helped out in one joint replacement, hip, I think. I would have seen epidurals when I was doing obstetric nurse training. So I saw it in the position of sort of knowing a bit too much, even though the memory is an ancient one. But, I'm sure it'll be a lot easier once I'm getting into it.
So you're on a roll because...
On a ride, just getting on with it. Plus the television's broken down.
Oh, no telly, we got no telly.
So I'm continuing my role, really.
Sure. So you will have finished those by the time you die?
Yeah, absolutely. Next week. Yeah. So I'm building a Cromwell tank that's been sitting in my stash for ages. A Tamiya, which are generally quite good kits. They go together well. Cromwell was a British tank, still slightly old-fashioned. Came into service ready for the Normandy invasion and served until the end. It wasn't a brilliant tank. If you're fighting against German tanks, it was, especially Tigers and Panthers, was at a disadvantage because the gun wasn't powerful enough. The big advantage was that it was powered by a D-rated Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, as used in the Spitfire and all kinds of other airplanes. D-rated, so it was a fast tank, relatively speaking. It was fast, which was its major advantage. So, over the course of years, I've bought lots of spare parts for it.
Oh, blimey.
These are resin parts. I think that's almost entirely stowage. But what I've noticed in the books I've got, very often the camouflage, so they would have netting all the way around the turret and across the front with strips of sacking, green and brown sacking, hung through that netting. Quite effective camouflage, but from what I can see. So very difficult to reproduce. Netting I can do, but netting with strips in. But so what I managed to buy is, if that's the ordinary turret, you see, that's where the gun would go. This company called Blackdog.
Are they Czechoslovakian, I think, aren't they?
They could be.
I think they are.
In the midst of, they gave me this pack I bought.
Oh, right.
So they give you an entire turret, ready decorated, moulded in resin. Resin apparently is more expensive to do things in, but it gives you much finer detail. But there's been a lot of surgery needed on the kit, so I've had to cut the bow of the tank quite a bit to get this in. This is see, even now it's not easy to get the front plate on, which goes in there. So something like that, and I haven't dug through my books yet, but there's pictures of them done up like this, and I like it. It's going to be quite intricate, and I have to paint all the strips of slightly different shades of green and brown just to bring it out a bit.
I'm looking for there's a Blackdog box.
There it is, Blackdog.
Yeah, Czechoslovakia. CZ.
There's their picture of it. you know, with some of their packaging on it, stowage, spare wheels and stuff. So, I mean, I won't finish this before I go in. But
we don't know how long it'll be before you can sit in that chair and carry on.
well, sitting isn't going to be the problem, is it?
Well, I don't know.
It's walking about.
Well, I don't know. I think seating height and how your leg is when you're sitting is going to be a possible issue, but we won't know.
No.
It's a whole new ball game. We might have to give all those kits.
I don't think ball games will be played.
Might have to give all those kits away because you might never be able to do them again.
I wasn't that good at ball games before.
Okay.
Ta-ta. A bientôt.